Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Liz. If you are new, you chose a very fun video to start with because we are doing the weekly reading. Every single week we get together and we look at the forecast for the week. What might happen, what the theme might be, any changes that are standing out, and it's just a lot of fun. So I'm happy you're here. I'll show you what we have to choose from today. We've got 3 cards as usual. We've got the first card is the Two of Cups. So some people are like the pumpkin to your spice. And you can choose based on the image or what it says or the number 1, 2, 3. Group 2 is the 8 of Wands. Light a fire underneath your cauldron and go, go, go. And group 3 is the Broom card. Tidy up your life so you can make space for something better. Now, the cards on top don't always connect with the reading. In this case, it did somewhat connect with each of the readings. It wasn't the main theme, but it did connect. So keep that in mind. So if you feel particularly drawn to like a scene or the theme of the reading, then definitely that could be your choice. But let's take a deep breath together. I know that does help. Take your time. There's no rush. And yeah, I can't wait to hear what you think. Please remember though, have fun with my readings. Ultimately, my readings are meant for entertainment purposes. I do hope that this reading does resonate. I hope that something makes sense for you. Definitely comment below. I always say this too, the charms, certain ones could have certain meaning to you, right? This book, like if it lands on a certain day, maybe you end up buying a book that day and then you kind of put it together later. Or the TV, like there could be a certain show that comes out Wednesday or something. You know what I mean? So have fun with it. I do my best to kind of just see what comes through intuitively, but always read along with me. Absolutely. And also, I say this every week as well, but it's important in case you're new. If you get a challenging card on one day, it does not mean that day is going to be a bad day or you should expect it to be a bad day. We're just looking at the energies throughout the week, how they kind of connect and different themes, different things you might already be dealing with as well. So definitely enjoy. Let me know. Get yourself a cup of coffee or tea. This deck is so cozy. Our special guest oracles, by the way, I almost forgot to mention. We've got the Cozy Witch Tarot deck. This is the one that we chose from. Beautiful illustrations. And we used the Witchlings deck today as well. So these are our special guest oracles. So thank you so much, and we will jump in with group number 1. Hello, group 1. If you chose the Two of Cups, some people are like the pumpkin to your spice, then this is your messages for the week ahead. So let's see what is in store for you this week. We're going to get you tarot, we're going to get you charms, but first let's get your Witchling Oracle card, and we'll get you your tea leaves as well. But you might have chosen the Two of Cups because maybe there's a relationship that you're focused on this week. You could be just kind of starting a relationship. Maybe you've got like a date or something. Maybe you just chose it because you like the image. That in that case, it could be saying like maybe partnerships will be the focus this week. But let's see. Group 1, what's happening in the week ahead? Got some transformation in store for you this week. Let's see what the tea leaf cards say. Family affairs and shield. You need to defend yourself. Okay. So a lot of you are going through a big family change right now, or there's lots of changes happening within the family or somebody in your family. I'm getting to sort of, it was just, oh my gosh, this is so funny. Because I was just talking to a friend on the phone for like an hour, and we talked a lot about like just different dynamics gossip and people talking. So I'm getting that this is more about like shielding yourself from gossip or possibly setting up some boundaries. So when it comes to whatever this thing is. Now, it could not have anything to do with that. That was just me combining all 3. This week, you could just have something coming up with your family. There could be an invitation or something, a family get-together, a family dinner. You need to defend yourself. Could be sort of like 7 of Wands energy, saying that you're standing up for something this week. You're fighting for something that you believe in, or, just standing up for yourself. And then you have transformation. So I will get your tarot cards. This says, self-transformation is the evolving process of life that brings higher consciousness. I wonder too if you're just getting better at standing up for yourself as well. But let's see what the tarot has to add. We'll get you a tarot card for each day of the week. You've got 4 of Wands, the Empress. Wednesday, you've got the Star. Thursday, you've got Ace of Cups. Friday, you've got 2. You've got 4 of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles. Saturday, you've got the Strength card. And then finally, Sunday, you've got the 9 of Wands. That's making me think of the Shield card. I feel like your defenses are up. Let's get some charms. Group 1. What is going on this week for Group 1? All right. Okay, so as far as your cards, you've got 3 major arcana cards. You've got Wands, Cups, Pentacles, no Swords card. Okay. So let's see what's going on. I'll go day by day. I just want to kind of look at this for a second. Oh, it's cool that you've got the star on the day with the star. I'm definitely seeing a lot of love for you this week, okay? Not only just because you chose the 2 of Cups, but just in general, I'm seeing lots of support, a lot of love, I'm getting a lot about support and reinforcement. Like, I feel like there could even be someone defending you or something, or you just feel, I'm getting just this word, reinforced or supported. This is just my feeling, okay? With what I'm seeing. But let's get into the day-by-day look. So Monday, we've got possibly 2 o'clock as important. You've got the 10 of Wands, essentially, is what I always link this to, but depending on what I get from it. You've got a Taurus here. So this is specific, like, and that's the fun thing about charms. I always say, read along with me. You might get something from a specific charm that maybe I don't pick up on or is personal to you, but just looking at these, like, usually if I see a number on a day, that time is important. So Monday around 2 p.m. could be important. I am seeing somebody, possibly a Taurus, needing some help or needing a hand with something. Someone could ask you a favor, or something with family could be happening that day. But I'm seeing someone is going to ask for a favor or your support with something. This could also be the day where you have affairs with your family. There could be like some sort of, even if it's not necessarily this day, some heavy discussion around like maybe a wedding or something, or a family reunion, or just some sort of celebration possibly. So Monday I'm seeing as a day, and possibly even getting some things done or organized, okay? And I keep getting like, there's something you're preparing for or building, or like, yeah, I'm getting preparations for something this week. I don't exactly know what, but I'm getting like, you're getting something ready, or you're working hard on something this week, specifically Monday. On to Tuesday, you've got the Empress card, you've got the key to your success, and you've got the popcorn. So again, the popcorn could mean that you've got a movie date on Tuesday, or maybe even Monday. It always doesn't have to be that day, but there's something about a movie possibly. But the popcorn can also talk about abundance, rapid change. And you've got the Empress, so a lot of creative energy that day. This could also be somebody who's got like a very mothering, nurturing energy being the highlight of that day. I'm seeing you feeling very creatively inspired earlier in the week as well. I feel like there's something that is just inspiring you, or something, I'm getting inspiring you to create. So you might find this week, I'm getting inspired to create change because you've got transformation. Also, I'm seeing possibly like you could be doing something to transform yourself physically early on in the week. This could be something like getting your hair done, or your nails, or something like that, or just some sort of self-care related to transformation. I think that there definitely could be something like, just a personal transformation, self-transformation, even something with like fashion, or even your surroundings, like decorations or something. I'm getting a very hopeful feeling this week, a very proactive feeling. And like I said, I keep getting a lot about support, okay? Because again, you've got 2 of Cups. So I'm seeing a lot of support just in the card that you chose. Oh no, as I knock over the cat. But also just like, I'm seeing people are in your corner. People are there to lift you up and support you as well this week. On to Wednesday, you've got the star twice. You've got the little star charm and the star card. So again, I'm seeing possible inspiration, a feeling of healing, okay? So if there is something going on with your family, it could be a relationship healing, or some situation healing possibly. I just want to see what this is the next day. You've got heads up. Oh, there's something. You're being alerted to something on Thursday. Wednesday, again, could be an eye appointment, but this usually has to do with clarity in regards to something. So you're seeing something clearly, or something maybe has cleared up with the star and the glasses. You could be taking a closer look at something Wednesday. I'm feeling something about seeing something clearly in general. And you've got something about an epiphany or a heads up or an alert to something on Thursday, because the light bulb was making me think of like a light bulb moment. Okay. I'm getting healing of a relationship on these days. So again, it could be a friendship. It could be maybe you've got like coffee with somebody, or you're sort of reconnecting with someone, or maybe just a healing conversation. It doesn't even necessarily mean that your relationship with this person is with healing, but I'm just getting a lot of healing energy. Okay, on like midweek. It's interesting that you've got heads up in the baseball glove too. They're telling you to pay attention to something. You could also be getting some sort of like creative idea around this time as well, okay? And this could be creating a lot of change as well. And I think some of you, take it or leave it, okay, if this doesn't apply to you. Some of you, I'm really sensing like feelings of falling in love, or strong feelings developing for somebody. Again, maybe it's a first date, maybe it's just a person that you've been texting a lot or getting to know, but I'm seeing a bond getting closer, or you connecting with someone really strongly this week. Finances are a bit of focus going into like late Thursday, Friday, focused on Friday. It says you aspire to great things, begin with little ones, and you've got the camel, which can be perseverance paying off. You've got another star. I love this because it has the peace sign. So lots of like peace and harmony. I feel like maybe you're protecting your peace in a certain situation. You have to defend your peace, okay? So this is like not getting pulled into a dramatic situation, not letting anyone else overstep your boundaries, okay? So you are really protecting your peace this week. But yeah, there's definitely a focus on finances. You've got a door on Friday. This could be a door to opportunity. It could even just represent a visitor as well, because you've got the passport. So I'm seeing potential like visitors with affairs with your family. It could be like maybe family members in town. But yeah, I love the camel. So perseverance paying off. You aspire to great things, begin with little ones. So it's saying like there's something. And some of you are interested in maybe you're starting some sort of like financial journey, or you're making progress with something financial, likely around savings, or just making very prudent, responsible financial choices, very practical financial choices. It could be saying on Friday, like if there's something you've got planned, this could be a day to kind of just pay attention to your spending or something like that. Or maybe it's just saying like you're setting off onto some sort of financial journey. Don't underestimate the small strides that you make, okay? Because your perseverance will pay off. And this is on the weekend is really where I'm getting this like strength. I just got strength in numbers, but this kind of supportive energy. I'm really feeling somebody might be defending you. And it's not that someone's saying anything bad or anything like that, but someone's like standing up for you, or you're defending maybe even someone else, or something like that. It's coming through as communication. I want to say too, like this feeling of defending yourself, it's not like I'm not getting conflict, okay? We don't have like 5 of Wands. I'm not saying anything about conflict. I'm seeing you being in integrity with something. You standing up for something that you believe in. I'm seeing gentle influence, okay? It can be the strength card. So it's not that I'm not telling you that there's going to be some big argument that's causing you to defend yourself. It's just you standing strong in something that you believe in, and standing in integrity with what's important to you, and sticking by your values with something on the weekend specifically. You got the carousel. This can talk about something circling back, or revisiting something, or some sort of cycle or pattern, possibly like repeating. And then the sword, this is like Ace of Swords energy. Okay, so this can be like clarity, it can be communication, it can be information coming in. Because you've got so much about clarity, you've got the Ace of Swords, you've got the glasses, and even the light bulb. You're seeing things clearly this week, okay? You're feeling very inspired, you're feeling supported. These are like the main things that I'm getting, okay? So you're feeling strong, you're feeling loved and supported, and you're feeling creatively inspired this week, okay? And this is creating a lot of change, or you're just kind of going through changes. You're going through some sort of transformation right now. In the midst of all this, you've got a busy time with family potentially this week, and also just, again, like standing up for what you believe in, or not getting pushed around, could be more of what it is for you. Not letting anyone cross your boundaries. defending yourself. I'm seeing, again, possibly Tuesday, maybe some sort of like personal transformation, or maybe getting your hair done or something like that. But yeah, Friday, you've got some sort of financial thing you're focused on. Could even be kind of letting you know ahead of time. Don't dive into anything too intense. Maybe not intense is not the right word, but anything like you're being thoughtful and practical about any financial decisions Friday. You're not quick to jump into anything. You're taking your time. So I think that's good. Patience is definitely coming up into the weekend. So yeah, let me know what you think, Group 1. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know next week. Update me, and we'll see you later. Hello, Group 2. If you chose the second card, I love this image. I love the little cat in the window there. I love the sky. This is like one of those cards in this deck I just loved right away. But 8 of Wands. So light a fire underneath your cauldron and go, go, go. So things are getting moving is what I meant to say. Maybe something about a movie is relevant, but things are picking up speed this week, okay? Whether this is something that you're doing or just the general vibe of the week, okay? This week could fly by, honestly. This week could just be super busy. Or something that has been previously kind of stuck or stagnant could finally start to kind of get moving, okay? But yeah, it's sort of like you've got a fire lit underneath you. You're feeling really energized. That's good. Yes, you've got motivation. So motivation kindles the passion and energy needed in working towards your goals. Yeah, some sort of burst of inspiration and motivation is coming in this week. I don't know what's causing this, what's doing it. We'll find out with our tarot cards and the charms, but yeah, you're motivated. I think because this week kind of lands, at the beginning of October, it's a new month, right? So maybe you're just feeling motivated to make the most out of your October. It could just be you're motivated for a reason. There could be something coming up, but you're ready to get moving for sure. And the thing is, motivation like comes and goes, right? Like, oh, I had a bunch fall out. It's a bit too many. I want to only try and get 2, but yeah, motivation does come and go. It's not one of those things that like lasts, it's not constant. So, okay. It ebbs and flows. So I feel like you're just riding the wave while it's here. Okay, so Group 2, what's happening this week? So things will not always be this way. A change is coming, and grapes, time to go out and have some fun. So not only are you feeling motivated, you're having a good time this week. Something exciting could happen, being that we've got the 8 of Wands, something kind of sudden. You might be feeling a little bit spontaneous this week, okay? So if anything comes up that's, a little bit unexpected, I feel like you're just sort of going with the flow. You're going with it, having fun. I think your attitude of just having fun is actually what's making this kind of successful, is like, yeah, I'm just getting 2 with the caterpillar. You're making the most out of right now. Yeah. You sense a change is coming. I feel like you really sense this. You've been sensing it for a while. So this is, I think, what's like building up this fire. Sorry, Group 2, I had an interruption right while shuffling. I forget what I was saying. I'll try to cut this at a point where it seems natural. So time to go out and have some fun. I think I already forget what I was talking about. I'm so sorry. I hate being interrupted, and usually I forget where I was, but I don't know, maybe that's relevant. Maybe you'll be interrupted. Maybe there's some sort of interruption happening. Don't let that, okay, we'll take that as a message. Don't let that kind of affect your motivation, I guess. Okay, let's continue. Group 2. Okay, Group 2, what is happening this week starting with Monday? Got the Magician. We'll get all of your cards and we'll keep going. 8 of Swords. Queen of Wands, yes, motivation for sure. 7 of Cups. 6 of Cups. Temperance. King of Wands, look at that. King and Queen of Wands on the same reading. That's cool. Okay, so Group 2. Oh, okay. The camel just fell out. So take that. A lot of them are falling out. Okay. I think that's good. Okay. Sometimes I get too many and then it can be like almost too much information. Okay, so let's see. All right. I just kind of like to observe to see what we have most of. you've got Cups, and then you've got Wands, Magician, Temperance. Okay, so no sword. Oh yeah, you do. You have swords. No Pentacles card. Okay. I'm not seeing this as a bad thing. The energy this week isn't very like practical. And again, I'm not meaning that as a bad thing. It's maybe good because you're feeling so motivated. You're not like, you're very imaginative. Almost, there's almost like a childlike kind of approach to something. You know how when you talk to a child, you ask them what they want to be, and it's like, oh, I want to be, and like nothing's holding them back. You know, they're not overthinking or overanalyzing why they want to be that when they grow up. It's just, this is what I want to be, right? So it's I don't know, there's like a dreamy sort of energy to this. Okay, it's not, nothing's like holding you down. Like the logistics even aren't like, you do have one swords card, but you don't really have many swords and you don't have any pentacles. So there's something about like the logistics or the practicalities aren't so much of your concern this week. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. Like there's more of a magical, I'm going to manifest this energy as opposed to, okay, how can I like practically plan this? So every week, you know, we'll get different kinds of energies. For some reason this week, this is a good thing, okay? So it's more of like, I just know this is going to happen. I know this is going to work out. I really am feeling like you're sensing change. I feel like you're having a lot of fun this week. I really feel like you're going with the flow. You've got a very fantasy, imaginative, fun approach to things this week, okay? And it's very, like nothing's standing in your way. You're very fired up. And I think this is good. I feel I'm getting a lot of confidence from you this week. Like this is huge. Confidence might be like the key word for your week. And this is giving you the motivation to achieve what you want to do. So you're getting a lot done. I see it as a very productive week. Like I said, I think this week could be really fun if you let it be. And I think if you go with the flow and adapt, and you can adapt to changes, I think this week's going to be really great. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing you doing something you've never done this week. Okay. Something new you're doing or focused on, or just a new approach even. Yeah, I love this. Okay, so let's start with Monday. You've got the Magician. You do have a mini Ace of Pentacles, so it could be something financial. You've got the little teapot, and you've got the Star. Something comforting could be happening Monday, okay, or there's like something peaceful. This is also just the Star could represent inspiration in general, but I'm seeing maybe, I mean, this could literally be going for tea with someone or something like that. So with all of the charms, if one resonates for you about something specific, definitely feel free to take it, right? The puzzle piece could literally be like, oh my gosh, we just bought a new puzzle, we're putting it together on Saturday or something, or like game night, okay? Because you've got the chess piece and the puzzle piece. So definitely get creative with it. It doesn't always have to be, you know, too serious, right? We're just looking at 1 week. So yeah, this could literally be tea, but I'm just seeing something comforting. You've got a feeling of peace on Monday, inspiration, confidence. Again, I'm getting to tell you confidence is the key to your success. There's some sort of new beginning. Again, it could be financial, or it could be something to do with a new job, or just something that has a lot of potential to grow. Coming in Monday, it's saying you've got everything that you need. You have all the resources and the skills and the abilities available to you. There's definitely something I'm seeing that you're wanting to manifest, and you're putting it into action this week. Like you're ready. You're more ready than ever. I'm seeing possible like things that you've overthought before, or anything. You're working through things that were maybe standing in your way, and I'm seeing that you're forging your own reality. Okay. You're like, I'm seeing you like shifting something, like you're motivated to make a change. And there's something about like, yeah, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Like you're making the change. Like things are obviously changing that are out of your control, but it's like you're kind of like combining these two forces, like what you can do, and also things just, I don't know, there's something, I'm having a hard time articulating what I'm getting. But I think you know what I mean. Like you're working with the forces that are already at play is coming through. Tuesday, you've got something with friends going on. This is like 3 of Cups energy. You could be going for a walk with a friend. Just trying to see, because 8 of Swords is like overthinking. It's feeling stuck. It's feeling trapped or limited. It's kind of like, It's so interesting because this day you're sort of like realizing like I can make it happen if I believe. You know what I mean? It's like if you believe it, it's true is what I'm getting. If you believe it, it's true. So what are you telling yourself? I'm seeing there's something you could be preparing for or getting ready to plan for. It could be like an event or something, but you're planning something maybe with friends is coming through. It's saying you're going for a walk. It's kind of like right in the middle. So you could be going for a walk. This walk could be important for some reason. I think you could be overthinking like whether or not you could be successful at something. There could be a little bit of self-doubt creeping in on Tuesday, okay? So you just have to kind of push through that. And if something's making you feel that way, like if a certain circumstance outside of your control is, just know things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Ticket to happiness. Yeah, there's something, I'm getting you in general lately. You're just like having this realization, I just want to do what makes me happy. I want to focus on what makes me happy. I'm seeing you feeling extremely motivated. Possibly early riser this week too. You might be kind of wanting to get up early, but this is generally to me confidence. There's almost like a little bit of like, this is like, I'm getting a little bit of like cockiness in a good way. It's like you're feeling very empowered. I'm also seeing like there could be something about yourself that you're just like fully embracing on Wednesday. You're just embracing something about yourself. You're not second guessing yourself anymore. Like you're really, there's something about a confidence boost coming in this week or two, like really strongly. You're feeling overall positive that day and just, empowered, very powerful, very confident, I'm strongly getting again. There could also be someone you're teaming up with this week to kind of combine forces that is very similar to you in like, I'm seeing this person. Yeah, I'm seeing someone that kind of wants to combine forces is what I'm getting. They want to combine forces. So there could be someone creatively that wants to work with you. It could be with business. It could just be something at work or just something to do with a similar passion or hobby or goal that you both have. On to Thursday. Unexpected romantic and financial gifts surprise and delight you. So something unexpected, romantic, something that someone's been keeping secret could be happening that day. You've got the little traffic cone. This can be about guidance. Again, a day of potential like maybe being overwhelmed by options on Thursday, but very creative. I like to kind of look at this more as like seeing the options, especially because we have Tuesday you feeling so like limited or trapped. I think that Thursday, this energy of 7 of Cups is nice because I'm getting you're kind of expanding your horizons in general this week and kind of seeing what else is out there, what the potential is. And I'm getting to tell you it might surprise you. Yeah, someone could surprise you with something like flowers or a card. And if it's not romantic, it's saying financial gifts. Okay, so there could be some sort of financial gift coming in that day. I'm getting you're being urged to make a decision on Thursday. Like, trust yourself in making a decision. You're being directed possibly to do so, but there's like something drawing your attention about a choice, or maybe one particular choice is kind of standing out to you. Got the candle again, so much like fire energy, 8 of Wands, Queen of Wands, King of Wands, the Magician holding the wand. Like there's just so much wand energy. So you've got a wand here. A lot of emotional exploration happening Thursday, Friday. You could be reconnecting with somebody as well. Somebody from your past could resurface on Friday. So potentially be ready for that. Or maybe you're reconnecting with old friends or doing something fun with friends. Feeling very creatively inspired though in general, like I said this week. Sorry, I had to cough. Like I said, there's nothing like limiting you this week. Or that's what you're kind of working through. Because again, we're seeing that Tuesday. But you're just sort of dreaming without judging or just like without overthinking it. You're just sort of like, yeah, okay, let's do this. You know, I'll figure it out along the way. You've got this very like can-do attitude. You've got maybe something fun happening with family on Saturday. Okay. Maybe it is a game night or something. You've got the puzzle piece. This could be like putting the pieces together. The chess piece landing on the weekend. Maybe there's something with the King of Wands about strategy with something. Okay, so you could be being very strategic about something. But temperance in general and like even the Six of Cups is kind of making me think you could be reconnecting with family or seeing someone you haven't seen in a long time, or there could be healing in a relationship. Temperance too also encourages cooperation. So there could be like, I was feeling you working with someone. So I'm seeing a lot of cooperative energy, and maybe someone emerging from your past this week, group 2, that wants to work with you on more of like a creative level, or like team up. You know, you're strategizing together. It could be something with art. But yeah, you're strategizing together. So this person might reach out to you and want to kind of work together or cooperate or combine forces. And like I said, King of Wands on the weekend, closing off the week, I think is really cool because it's very powerful. I love how powerful. Look, both of these cards are like wielding their wand. It's like your confidence is like bookending this entire reading, like as your main energy. So I'm getting, just to close off, confidence is the key to your success this week. You're motivated. Get going with something. Like if you've been procrastinating or feeling like, you know, just a bit like, oh, I'll do it later. I'm seeing this week you're going to have the motivation and the momentum, and just like all of these other things kind of supporting your efforts, which is going to make, it's going to just kind of fuel your motivation even more so. I'm seeing that you've got the right people around you. You just have to kind of like watch your thinking about yourself and notice where these little things that you tell yourself kind of keep you feeling limited, because I think you're sort of pushing past it this week. You're not, again, this is not a week of like overthinking. You've got really not many swords cards other than my overthinking card. Other than that, I'm seeing you like dreaming big and kind of giving yourself permission to kind of think outside the box and dream in a very like sort of like childlike kind of way. So it's really nice. Let me know if this ends up resonating, group 2. I'd love to hear it, and we'll see you next week. Group 3, if you chose number 13, the Broom. So this would be the Death card. It says tidy up your life so you can make space for something better. So maybe you chose this one because you are maybe in the process of moving or donating some things, or, you know, just decluttering, getting rid of things. But I think for you, it's more than that. It's because you are starting over in a sense, or something in your life is changed or ended. So you're ready, you're like preparing for a new beginning, and you're clearing out old energy this week, okay? So maybe it is a good thing, like I see the donations box there. It could be a good week to kind of go through things and let things go that you don't want to hold on to anymore. Anything that has like, I don't know, I talk about this a lot, but like sometimes we hold on to things that, you know, maybe we were given them, or like we feel guilty letting it go because we spent money on it 7 years ago or something like that. Or it's like, if it's not, the way I judge it now is if I look at it, if it's giving me a feeling of like guilt, or if I just don't like it, if it gives me like, if I want to like, if it's not something I want to put out and enjoy and it doesn't spark that joy, you could even kind of look at it with the KonMari method in mind. And if it doesn't spark joy, like let it go. So yeah, I'm seeing you clearing things out, okay? And yeah, maybe you've just got cleaning on the mind this week. You could be decluttering, organizing, you know, anything like that. But let's see what else we have. We have the dog, barking dog. So advice from a friend coming in this week. Usually when this card comes up, it's saying like someone might have a piece of advice or something helpful to say to you. Group 2, let's see. Vote. So money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall this week. Okay. And just to clarify, because it says inheritance, this is not saying anything's happening to anyone that you love, okay? Just to be clear. That kind of thing takes a long time to settle and process, okay? So it's not, I'm not telling you anything's happening to anyone this week. But it is saying that you could be receiving money or property. It could even be an item or something like handed down to you by somebody, okay? Or some sort of windfall, or just money you didn't expect, right? That's like what a windfall is I hadn't anticipated this. Like this was not something that I counted on. So that's actually, you know, a nice card. Some sort of increase or property, whether it be just like a little item or, why is this? I didn't realize how, there we go. Yeah, it could just be like an item or something like that. So, okay, group 3, what is happening this week? Communication. So there's some sort of communication coming in, or communication is a focus this week. Let's see what it says. It says effective communication builds a deep bond grounded in common trust and understanding. So communication is big this week. This could be what this advice is. Okay, someone, like a friend is giving you some advice. For some reason, I'm getting like, this advice at first might be a little bit like, you might be a bit resistant to this advice at first. I'm just getting to be open to what this person's trying to say, or just kind of like hear them out, okay? Let's get your tarot, and we'll get your charms as well. So I'm seeing that little letter in the corner with the wings, and I'm hearing a movie that I like to watch usually this time of year is You've Got Mail. So I'm hearing You've Got Mail. It's not, sorry, I'm just like trying to make this look all cute, but it's not staying there. Okay, so group 3, let's get your tarot. Okay, so starting with Monday. We've got 9 of Cups, Tuesday, 7 of Swords, Wednesday, Page of Swords. Someone might have a secret, something that they've been keeping to themselves, or keeping, something's been kind of like hidden. If there's been deception with anything, okay, with the Page of Swords, look at that, look what just flipped over. I'm getting something big. If there's been deception, like it's about to, Ace of Swords. Yeah, there's no question, group 3. Like if there's been deception with something, it's about to, you're about to find out. Ace of Swords. Look, 2 aces in a row. That's cool. Yeah, and that makes sense. You know, the endings are bringing new beginnings. We've got the 7 of Wands and the Queen of Wands on Sunday. 2 of Cups on the bottom. This communication could be romantic for a few of you. There could be something kind of romantic happening behind the scenes. Okay, let's get some charms. And have fun with the charms. Like some of them are very specific, right? So they might mean something very specific to you. Yes, the puzzle piece with the Ace of Swords is interesting. I'm seeing like you're seeing the full picture of something. Something was like obscured or something was concealed. You're able to see the full picture. I just always like to kind of scan and see what I noticed most of. You've got a little bit of everything. I'm not seeing any pentacles though. You've got cups. You've got lots of swords this week and wands. Okay. All right. Yeah, I was getting like, if this is a King of Swords giving you the advice, again, like there's something I was picking up on is it's not easy to hear advice sometimes, especially if it's like not what we want to hear, you know? I have a friend like this. She just gives me like, and it's always turned out to be true. Like it's helped me through times where I've been resistant to change or like convincing myself to not make change, and it's been things that like she's told me where I'm like, oh no, I don't like that answer, but it's often very true, or at least it's something that I've should give more consideration or like consider what she's saying. So that's what I feel like is happening. But let's start with Monday. Okay, interesting. So the film and the camera is jumping out to me. Okay, so this is telling me something very specific. I like to kind of have fun with this. Something's not coming into focus, or you're not seeing, like, you don't know what's on this film yet. You're not going to know till Thursday. So there's a connection between Monday and Thursday when it comes to whatever picture you're seeing, clarity, okay? So you're confused about something, or you sense something's hidden, or you sense you don't have all of the information. By Thursday, you will, okay? So that's interesting. There's a connection to those days. 9 of Cups, I love this. This is just a feeling of emotional satisfaction and fulfillment. It's the wish fulfillment card. You've got the cup here as well. You've got the key to your success. You're feeling I'm seeing you feeling just very confident with your position about something on Monday. I'm seeing a lot of love surrounding you, okay? It could even just be a feeling of luck or abundance with this boat card. This is going to apply to a few of you. I'm seeing you've got a lot of romantic interest coming towards you. There's lots of people that are interested in getting to know you. I think you're seeing that for some reason Monday. Some of you could be joining a dating site Monday and you realize, oh my gosh, like look at the abundance of matches, or like people interested in me. That's coming through, honestly. So again, take it or leave it. If it's not that, it just says that Monday you've got potential that it's just a really emotionally fulfilling day, or some sort of wish could come true that day. For some of you, I'm getting your, with the cleaning and the film and the Nine of Cups, you could just be having sort of a sentimental day. You could be kind of looking at old memories, old pictures, things from the past could kind of be popping up that day. You know how you get kind of sidetracked when cleaning and it's like, oh, now I'm looking through this photo album, or I'm looking at all my memories. So I'm getting a little bit of that coming through. Just, it's a nice feeling though. Okay, so let's look at the Seven of Swords here. Okay, you've got the boat. This is generally like go with the flow. Situation ebbing and flowing. You've got the door. I'm getting, with the communication, I just heard door to communication, and there's that door too. Interesting, yeah, the door, and then for there to be a door here. It's like you're closing the door on something on Tuesday, maybe? I'm getting to tell you to keep your financial moves private, even this money or windfall, keep it private right now, okay? I wouldn't announce it to a lot of people. I would be very quiet about it right now, okay? I don't know why, it's just bringing that up. The astronaut on the moon means so many things to me. I'm just kind of getting like, even with the King of Swords being there, just something about perspective, like a different viewpoint possibly. We've got the clock Wednesday. Could be like, I'm getting honestly a message coming in, or communication with the Page of Swords. And like I said, something that's been hidden, or you feel like you don't have all the information, you're lacking information, should be revealed by Thursday, or at least, or Wednesday even, with the Page of Swords. I think that this person giving you advice is a little bit older than you, okay? Not that you can't get advice from someone younger than you. I get advice from people younger than me constantly. That is amazing. But in this case, I'm getting it's something to do with like experience with something, or knowledge developed over time about something, okay? That's coming through, because I'm getting very much like the king, teacher and student kind of energy. Like someone teaching you something. This advice is teaching you something. The sunflower is really nice. This is generally just a feeling of like positivity, confidence. I always think of the Queen of Wands with it. So there could also be a connection from Wednesday to Wednesday connecting to Sunday as well. So we'll see what that might be. Yeah, there's like the deer can be sort of like it's a sense of innocence, or like a childlike kind of approach to something. And you've got the clock here. Look, you've got another camera there. Two cameras. So the film, oh, I'm really getting like lots of like little connections. So the film's connecting to Thursday and Saturday. Interesting. But yeah, the clock can have to do with like maybe time management's really important that day or something on Wednesday. Or you're being, I'm getting something, because the cuckoo clock is like a reminder about time. Like it's a very loud, like you're getting sort of like maybe even like a wake-up call or something. There could be a wake-up call. Even, yeah, with the sunflower wake-up call on Wednesday. It's kind of putting all the pieces together. So again, Thursday's jumping out to me as like especially important. And again, with all this communication, like communication is a big part of this week, okay? And it's effective communication. That's what I like. Effective communication builds a deep bond grounded in common trust and understanding. So communication is big in love this week. It's big in this advice that's coming in, maybe this thing that you're learning, this information that's coming forth will be through communication. So yeah, lots of that swords energy. I just love the puzzle and the Ace of Swords though. It's just like the pieces coming together, the full picture of something. Feeling also, it's making me think of focus. You're feeling very focused maybe on your intentions, or focused on something you want to start, because you've got two aces, Thursday, Friday. So there's a new beginning coming from an ending this week. You're feeling inspired. You're feeling clear. There's a lot of clarity. And the little shovel can be like, I always get like planting a seed. And you've got the butterfly there too. So more transformation with the broom card. Beautiful. Themes of travel going into the weekend. You've got the passport. This could also just be like travel documents or something like that. You've got the sun here. You've got the carousel, the cactus, and I think there's sort of a feeling of you're feeling a bit defensive on Saturday about something. You're feeling like a little bit guarded. I'm getting Saturday, like you just guarded about emotions or just defensive. There's something you feel like you need to fight for or stand up for on Saturday. Some of you are getting passport photos this week. I know that's small, but again, it's just a weekly reading, so some things sometimes are small. Look, you've got unexpected romantic and financial gifts surprise and delight you. So that makes a lot of sense with the boat. So you're getting some sort of unexpected windfall this week from somewhere or someone. I don't know. It's interesting. The sun, I love the sun. I love all this. You've got the sunflower, you've got the sunflowers and the Queen of Wands, you've got the sun charm there. So general feeling of like positivity this week. A very proactive energy this week. This could be the day where it's hard to take the advice, right? You're defensive, or you might view this advice as criticism. And it might feel kind of harsh. It could have something to do that's like been a cycle, or like with the carousel, it's been a cycle. Okay, let's check out Sunday. You've got a 5 o'clock Sunday could be important. Another Ace of Swords. Okay, so more clarity or communication from a Queen of Wands. Someone is speaking well of you. I love that with the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Someone's speaking well of you in regards to maybe your creative pursuits or just your talents, your personality. They could be saying that you're just very warm. They could be commenting your personal style, or like I mean that also creatively, like something about you that's very unique. It's standing out. Okay, so someone's speaking very highly of you. I'm putting in a good word for you. If you've got a business, this could be like good reviews or something like that. Romantically, it could be someone, I guess putting in a good word for you with a friend or something like that. 5 o'clock is being brought up again. Got the bobbin. Bobbin can be like, I'm getting wheel energy, a wheel of fortune. Right now it's looking like a film. I've never seen it that way. It's looking like a those old film things, which is interesting because you've got the film here. Replaying something? It might make more sense as the week progresses. You've got the bird, which can be freedom and perspective as well. It could be something like, that expression, a little birdie told me. So you might be hearing what this person, like you might hear that someone's been speaking well of you, and this is giving you a nice confidence boost. Sewing could be important to some of you on Saturday or Sunday as well. Something to do about sewing a unique style or something like that. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up there, group 3. I hope that you enjoyed this. Come back and let me know how things ended up happening, if this makes sense, and we will see you next week.